The guards have raised the bridge. I should give them a signal.
What is this nonsense? Where's the guard? Why is the bridge up? Ring the bell. Have them lower it.
Stop, Ansel. Something tells me a vile evil awaits us.
Yes. Yes, something is very wrong here. Here, take the scroll of healing. We confiscated it from the marauder before... Well, it doesn't matter. It'll be of more use to you anyway. I don't know what to do with it.
You! Halt right there! Let's see your letter of passage. Now. Have at them, boys! Take no prisoners! Those aren't our men. They're bandits. Hey, answer me!
We're not cut out for this. Run!
Destroy them! Every last one! Who are you running from? Them? I told you not to be afraid.
There you are, mortal. I, the Great Dumbrazzle, grant you permission to ask a single question.
Was that you I've seen soaring through the skies, Dumbrazzle? Why did you decide to help me?
I was paying a debt to an old elf. My promise is fulfilled, and now I'm free. Thank your patron. And farewell, mortal.
Victory is ours! See to the wounded, haste thee a horse, hie thee to Marcella for succor, call out to the Knights of the Guard, now! Or rather, as you were. The fight seems to be over. Horace, Legate of the Royal Guard, at your service. It's you, Mistress.
I don't get called Mistress very often. Usually I'm just Elisa of Lorien. And you are...
My name is Horace. I'm Legate of the King's Guard. I will escort you to Magnus's Bastion.
I was attacked by assassins dressed in King's Guard uniforms. And then I was saved by a dragon. You must figure out what happened, Legate Horace.
A dragon? Sure. My men will investigate the Batil Gate's attack and question the survivors. And you, my lady, please come to the court under my protection. Prince Adrian doesn't like to wait.
Loyal subjects, I, King of Nostria, by the grace of Eliu, have gathered you here today. The time has come to renew our oath.
Cease! Cease, rulers of the world! The time of oath is over! The blight is coming. It cometh quicker and quicker. Devastation awaits. Death and ruin. No one will be spared. But the Savior is already here. She is among you.
Cathor, shut him up!
Accept this path, Chosen One. Follow it to the end. Do not fear, for I will meet you in the void.
Don't let... Stop!
Get her to Crucis.
Well, well. There's our valiant guard. With loot.
The King's Counselor Montier. What does he want?
Wait. I require but a moment of your time. Well...
Your Excellency, this personage has an audience with His Highness, Prince Adrian.
Ah, the prince is so fidgety. But he's not waiting for you, is he, Horace? I have some questions for you. Please stay. And you, go keep your appointment with the prince. But afterwards, return to me immediately. It is a matter of utmost importance. What's happening in the Royal Guard, Legate Horace?
We serve, as we always have.
And what did you find out about the Batil Gates incident, my good man?
Your Excellency?
When you were attending to our prince's whims, did you conduct an inspection? Found all the traitors, have you? Interrogated every living creature, every bird. The stones too, I assume. Sniffed out any evidence of treason, skullduggery, clapped the perpetrators in irons, warmed up the rack.
No. The prince gave me no such assignment.
Well, what are you waiting for, my lackadaisical friend? Get on your horse and ride ahead to reconnoiter. Check everything over with your own 2 eyes. Don't besmirch the reputation of the defenders of the throne and kingdom. Hurry up. Oligar will command the royal guard in your absence.
Watch it! He ruffled my best suit.
Ah, Master Tenebris, would you really leave a lady in distress?
What can I do for you?
You can't even imagine how much I need this poison. Just 1 drop, and my drunkard of a husband will stop tormenting me.
You know the price. Adepts never work on credit, noble word, or family furniture. The price of our knowledge and power can only be appraised in gold.
But 5,000 gold pieces is too much. As soon as I inherit my husband's fortune, I'll pay you back immediately.
You have to find the budget. This isn't up for discussion.
Master Tenebris, would you really leave a lady in distress?
Dearest sister, how does the throne room suit you today? Don't you think our receptions under Adrian have become rather dull?
Have pity, my dear. He's only ruled for 6 months.
Yes. It's been difficult for the prince. Is there any way to wrench even a smidgen of power out of Montier's hands?
Let's leave the subject of Montier for the moment. How was your theater? How were the actresses?
Our last performance was a resounding failure, as you know. Our prima donna, Lindsay, seems utterly lost, as if suffering a head injury. But we are even now preparing a new performance.
Oh, brother dear, I am so looking forward to it. Our most esteemed attendee will be thrilled as well, I'm sure.
Magistrate Tweet?
Who's asking? How can I help?
My name is Damien Beauregard. I am the Commissioner of the Artisanian Doge. I am in need of your king's audience.
The king is ill and won't see anyone.
If you'll excuse me, the Artisanian Doge gets ill sometimes as well. But once he's told that this might compromise a very lucrative contract, the illness vanishes without a trace. Are you following?
I'm very sorry, but the king is really ill. Not with your Artisanian fever, but with an actual sickness. He's suffering from migraines. You can discuss the matter with me. I am the city magistrate, the 3rd most important person in the state.
Nice doing business with such a high-ranking gentleman. We would like to purchase a piece of land between the village of Sood and Mercia's farm.
But why would Artisanian merchants need a wheat field?
You know, I enjoy the bucolic life.
You're not telling me something, Mr. Beauregard. I'll think about it.
magistrate tweet? Who's asking? How can I help?
Dearest sister, how does the throne room suit you today? Do you think our reception's underrated?
Watch, you rumpled my best suit.
Sir Prince! I mean, Your Wellness. Your Highness. Hello.
Yes. First order of business? I gave the order to release you not out of mercy or any misguided belief in your innocence. You've been released because I find myself in need of a capable agent.
You've made the right choice, Your Highness.
Listen to me closely now, and no interruptions. Whilst my poison-struck father remains incapacitated, I must bear the weighty burden of the crown as keeper of the Kingdom of Nostria. A few days ago, a calamity occurred at the Monpatri Mage Factory. Several people died. My subjects. Since then, I haven't learned a single true thing about the incident. The mages are searching for signs of necromancy, while Montier claims it's an act of sabotage by the Artisanians. The lowborn are milling about in a panic, spreading wild rumors on the wind like grain for hens. The Royal Guard tarries. Even the acclaimed spies of the Adepts of Darkness can give me no straight answer. Thus I, Prince Adrian, heir to Nostria by the grace of the Creator, command you to carry out an investigation. But do not forget, until this task has been fulfilled to my satisfaction, you will not truly be free. Go. Perform this deed with full royal backing. Uncover the truth of what happened at the Mage Factory. There are people camped near Marcella. They call themselves Monpatri refugees. Start with them, and do not rest until you find out the true cause of the catastrophe. We're done here. Go. We're done here. Go.
It's you.
There you are, my dearest friend. Let's not waste words.
Hey, Mr. Counselor. I'm so glad that you consider us friends.
Those murderers and villains trampled on Nostria's honor when they donned the uniform of our guards and attacked you. In broad daylight, in an impregnable fortress. Oh, Creator. Outrageous, unspeakable, impossible. But my resilient friend never feared, for you were in good hands. While you were taking your meeting with the prince, my people figured everything out. Those conspirators needed you. They wanted to get to the king with your help, but how can we even think on such things? It would mean the ruin of the kingdom.
And?
We found out where the Blackguards are hiding, and have already dispatched both our regular guard and a detachment of royal guards to that location. The conspirators' house is in the market square, at the southern gate. I suggest you hurry if you want a hand in thrashing those rascals. They must be destroyed. Immediately. If not sooner. My assistant Bardolph will provide a travel allowance to cover your first expenses. Go. The Royal Council is counting on you.
Sir Montier, what a wonderful speech.
Careful!
May I?
You wrinkled my
Sorry to
dress.
interrupt, but could you possibly... Distinguished Bardolph, you have to understand.
We came here from Derfjord, sailed through the rocky grin.
Almost got devoured by trolls in Cabal. Barely made it.
We lost 2 brother dwarves, 5 yaks, and
the goods. Sturdy steel from Storehorn, mammoth tusks and sheep wool.
now you're sending us back for some stupid paper from our hofting?
The law is one for all, dear merchants. Derfjord is a Nostrian town. If you're the king's subjects and want to trade in Marcella, be so kind and get the letter of passage listing all goods from your town's holding to ours.
Get out of here. This is just... petty.
Think about it. How would we know honest merchants from bandits wishing to sell stolen goods?
We're going to Tyrene. I swear on Mactus's horns, we'll sell everything for triple the price. And Marcella will get nothing in taxes.
Wait, sirs. We can make it work. I promise. Yesterday you were in prison, and today you're acting in Prince Adrian's name. Take this. Your allowance from His Excellency, Royal Advisor Auguste Montier. Sir Montier wishes you the best of luck in scouring our lands of schemers and traitors.
To be let into the Citadel.
Entrance is forbidden to anyone not on this list. Who are you?
I am Gilda Crespin, the Queen's former lady-in-waiting. My son went to the Mage Factory and vanished. I demand the Crown take action and find him.
I will pass your request on to His Excellency, Councillor Montier. Perhaps His Excellency will consent to your request and send a rescue party in search of your son.
Montier used to serve me tea, and now I must beg his kindness from the front stoop. Oh, Creator, is there no one who can help me? Are you from the Citadel? Where are you headed?
I had a meeting with His Highness. How may I help you?
I am Gilda Crespin. My son Albert went to the Mage Factory and never returned. It was right around the time of the disaster.
I'm sorry, but the Prince informed me all entrances to the Mage Factory are sealed.
Oh, if only someone would hear me out. Yesterday, I was approached by some suspicious people who asked about my son. They said Albert had recently been seen near the Mage's Tower.
In that case, I shall try to find him. He might be of help in my investigation of the Montpetrie disaster.
If you see my Albert, pray tell him his dear mother is in a state of righteous outrage and demands he return home at once. That serpent Ursula bewitched him. First she compelled him to marry her, now she's lured him to the other end of the country. Oh.
Loyal subjects of the King, in the name of His Royal Majesty, King Claudius,
Hello.
Sovereign of Nostria, Defender of the Realm, the citizens of this noble city, and our most noble and esteemed guests, we are to let no one from Montpetrie enter Marcella, so as to ward ourselves from the threat of deadly plague that poisons the air and land of the Mage Factory. Be wary and be vigilant, for these virtues go hand in hand. Keep your families safe, for death by plague is long and full of suffering. Signed, Count Montier. May his will be unhindered. Furthermore, in the name of His Royal Majesty, King Claudius, Sovereign of Nostria, Defender of the Realm, all visitors from roads leading to the Mage Factory are to be quarantined. Violation of the quarantine will be punished by exorbitant fines, and no one may enter the afflicted land. Signed, Archmage Cathorn. May his will be unhindered. Furthermore, the forecast by Archmage Cathorn, in all his mighty wisdom, the skies shall be clear for the entirety of the coming week. The mana reserves are low, so no rain shall be summoned. The night sky shall be clear. The days shall be warm, and the flies shall be moderate in number. The heavenly bodies shall grant a boon to those who seek to travel far and are decisive. Seek new knowledge and unveil old secrets. That's all for today. May you live in peace, good people of Nostria. Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty, King Claudius, sovereign of Nostria.
Wait a moment. As I recall, you were sent by Prince Adrian. Isn't that right?
Yes. The prince himself commanded me to carry out an important mission.
There's this delicate business, and its resolution would serve the interests of the crown. Flavius the Wisecracker is missing. He's no ordinary man, but a courtier acting as an assistant to the king, the prince, and the royal counselor Montier himself. Flavius writes their speeches, you see, and the text of their decrees. That man handles words with the agility of a juggler. The magistrates find him very useful indeed. But Flavius has been missing for 3 days now, and I need him urgently. Business of utmost royal importance, I assure you.
Oh, how very unfortunate. But he might come back, right?
He's not particularly young. He recently mentioned he's about to begin his most significant work yet. He spoke of some inconceivable revelations. He seemed agitated as well. He was mumbling something about a swan song, a terrible truth, planning to visit some ancient ruins. I've known Flavius for a long time. Please, find him if you can and bring him back to Marcella. The magistrature will pay you for your trouble, of course.
We replaced the crystal,
Careful.
but the man is draining away.
Do you believe in that blight nonsense too?
No, bless your soul. But it would explain a lot of things.
Maximus's wars. Our elder had this book too.
Crystal, but the man is draining away. What are we doing wrong?
Do I know you?
My dear friend,
My heart
it
is
pains me
wonderful.
to see this. What's going on around us?
What do you
Watch, you rumpled my best suit.
That's impossible. Mana is an endless resource. We replaced the crystal, but the mana is draining away.
I've seen you at the tavern quite often lately.
Didn't you just get married last month?
Did you hear about the war in Lorien?
What's Lorien got to do with anything?
My wife is a native of Lorien. When that whole mess began, she moved her entire family here.
So you're living under the same roof as your mother-in-law.
Worse, in the same room. There's a partition.
Yeah, that sounds awful enough. For Lorien, I mean.
I've seen you at the tavern quite often.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty, King Claudius.
Oh, beauty of beauties. You've stolen my heart. Would you like to go for a walk?
A walk? Well, I love going for walks. Especially on horseback.
On horseback? That can easily be arranged.
What are you doing here? Why are the floors still dirty?
It's not my fault, Lady. More of your excuses. There's no water in the well.
Excuses?
Weasel.
Liar.
Just take a look. It's gone dry.
Oh, you impudent. What are you doing here? Why are the floors...
Oh, beauty of beauty. You've stolen my heart.
Apparently, this is where the upper crust of Marcellan society gathers.
People in the lower town are uneasy.
That was quite a ruckus you made 6 months ago, my dear. Nobody even noticed my new dress. Quite distressing.
I didn't even think of that. You see, I have orders from the prince.
Don't you have terribly important affairs of state, or perhaps personal business to attend to? My tailor will be here any minute, but I'd be happy to invite you to my parlor, say, next month?
The DuPont invited you here, didn't he? Don't let his fool you. He's very dangerous. Be careful around him.
DuPont seemed quite pleasant to me.
Play cards with him. Not under any circumstance. I took the risk once and gambled half my fortune away in a single night.
My apologies,
Your Grace. Akin to Lucky himself.
Understood.
You want a piece of this?
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Well...
Just give me some kind of estimate. Not that long, then. We'll be out of fresh water soon. Where is Eugene? What is he thinking? Huh?
Excuse me. I'm looking for the refugee camp. Could you tell me where it is?
Refugee camp? Do I look like someone who gives a fig about such trifles?
My apologies, sir. I need directions. And you do work for the city, don't you?
As far as I know, the prince is yet to appoint someone to take charge of the refugees. Me, I'm in charge of the cisterns and that blasted aqueduct.
What could go wrong with that gigantic structure?
It's old and magical to boot. Few people even understand how it works. I thought this master who studied at the mage school would fix things. But that idiot Eugene hasn't been any help at all. It's been 8 days already. The reserves are running low. The cisterns will be empty in a week. What can that lazy bum be thinking?
An official and a bunch of royal guardsmen? What is this?
Centurion Prim, in the name of His Royal Majesty, King Claudius, and His Excellency, Royal Councillor Montier.
State your business, without the flowery nonsense, if you please.
We have been entrusted with the investigation of the murder at the Bastille Gates.
You who? The bureaucrats? The knights? Those are my people who died at the gates, you imbecile. I'm the one who'll investigate.
Centurion Prim, show a little respect for a Marcellan magistrate. You guards are a dull bunch. The conspirators' lair was right under your noses. Only a day has passed since His Excellency Montier took the investigation in hand, and lo and behold, he's already exposed the conspirators. His Excellency Montier is not inclined to place his faith in you, Prim. Therefore, you are suspended from command until the conspirators have been neutralized. In the interim, your guards will serve under Sir Oligar. Guard Commander Horace is being sent to the Bastille Gates. If the knights find evidence of negligence, Prim, you will not stay a centurion for long.
You won't find anything. Forget it. I serve the king truly, and always have. You make a mistake pitting us and the guard against each other, official. It bodes ill. must have caught a traitor.
They should have gone after the bandits
heard the new
instead.
joke about
Protect
the
city.
So the savior's on the road, armored head to toe, sword. Must have caught a traitor. Just like.
What do we do now?
They must have caught a traitor.
Oh.
They must have caught a traitor.
They should have gone after the bandits. This is the capital of Nostria, you know.
That's a lot of guards.
Damn layabouts.
What do we do now? What do we do now?
They must have caught a traitor.
You've been to Upper Marcella. Pray tell, haven't you seen them?
What are you talking about? Who are you looking for?
4 green-feathered Illyrian chicks. They're hard to miss. Okay, it's a really stupid story. I promised to deliver these chicks to the royal kitchen, but my useless son dropped the chicks' cage and now they've scattered all over Marcella.
Alas, it's quite likely the cats got them.
How can you say that? A single one of those chicks is worth more than a warhorse. I'll pay 50 gold pieces a head for those chicks if that's what it takes to get them back. I can't afford a breach of contract with the royal kitchen. My entire business depends on it.
They must have caught a traitor.
They should have
Hey,
gone after
heard
the
the new
bandits
joke
instead.
about the savior of Nostria?
We've heard all the savior jokes. Quit that cheeping, you
Wait,
green
is that a
freak.
chick in that barrel?
Stupid chicken.
Excuse me, mister. Is that your chick cheeping in that barrel?
A green chick. They're supposed to be worth a bundle. What do you care?
Gallon the merchant asked me to find his Illyrian chicks. I think one of them is in that barrel.
You're working for Gallon. That pathetic excuse for a cook. Is he paying you in stew? Tell him his son insulted me. Me, Will Cutter. The pup ran full into me. If I'd have been holding a drink, I might have spilled it. I took the chick as payment for his bad manners.
You had no right to do that. Return the chick at once.
One more word, and you'll wake up face down in a ditch, dead. And no one will touch me either. You want to know why? Ask Centurion Prim, if he's got time to waste on a nobody like you. I told you to get lost, didn't I?
The difference between the lower town and the palace grounds is striking.
Move it! Move it doesn't buy you a drink around here.
Hey, you. Do you even know anybody?
I know who I need to know.
You know what I think when I look out from here?
Yes. What a beautiful view.
It is a beautiful view, but why did they take down the wall?
Why do we need it?
What if somebody attacks?
Somebody who? We've been safe here for 1,000 years.
That doesn't mean we're safe now. You know what's going on.
No. What's going on? What is there to trouble us?
Times are grim. People are robbing each other, fighting wars. And then there's the plague.
They're all delusional. Or simply telling tales. There's no plague.
How do you know?
I don't know. I just believe. Everything will be fine.
I said give me a drink. Move it, move it. Move it, doesn't buy you a drink.
Quit that cheeping, you green freak.
Stupid chicken.
Quit that cheeping, you green freak.
Hey, heard the new joke about the savior of Nostria?
We've heard of all the savior jokes.
What do we do now?
They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the roads.
What a mess.
I'm undone.
Hello there! Can I have a few words with you?
Of course. I'm all ears.
I can see you're a capable sort, and I bet you aren't afraid of getting in a pickle from time to time. I'm a wanderer, just like you. Gee, how rude. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Dwayne. I'm a famous treasure hunter. Everyone's heard of me.
Unfortunately, I'm quite ignorant on this topic, and I don't know you.
That's because I'm a wanderer, as I said. I come from Mercelin. I've been plenty of places. Visiting the elves in Marion, sailing to Port Le Grand on a leer.
I'm impressed. But what do you need from me?
It involves treasure, naturally. I know of a find that will make us both rich. After we fight a vicious monster for it, I mean. I discovered a cache of valuables, you see. A precious amulet and a pile of gold. But evil is a Logi, and his gifts as well. I was on my knees, gathering the gold into a sack, when a monster crawled out of the dark and took a piece out of my leg. I had to flee. I got away with my life and not much else. Now here's what I'm offering. Bring me the amulet, and I'll pay 5,000 coin for it. Quite a windfall, isn't it? Dwayne, the treasure hunter, knows where the money's at. Get me?
I'd like to know where you got all that coin. Didn't you say you left everything at the ruins?
Nothing gets by you, eh? I found a wealthy buyer for the amulet. Produce the amulet and I'll produce the money. Here, take this as a down payment. I can see you're trustworthy.